Welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, everybody. Hi, Ahmed. These guys have been playful. So this is what happened. Here's the results from our little jug test. And we did not get like tons of rain. We didn't get tons of snow. We just have some ice. And I don't think it worked. Good in theory, but I think it sucked in practice.
It wasn't bad.
Wasn't horrible.
Maybe just more jugs.
But they just got dwarfed. Like they just got coated and just overlapped.
They're just so cool.
So just, yeah, it got layered on top of it. Break the ball. There. Now it may start filling up. Now we hear the water coming. So welcome back. This is day 2 of the freeze. It's actually colder than they thought it would be. Sun's not breaking through the clouds, guys. And it is what it is. Oh, I will mention my beloved Michigan Wolverines did win the national championship. So everybody who doesn't like them will have to endure the coat for a while. Here, Chica, let's see the back of it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's sexy right there, baby. All right. So we're here just checking the animals. Seeing, of course, how their water's doing. And I don't know that I would say that that's a very big success. Mimi, what would you say?
Maybe some more jugs.
You think more jugs? See, I just think...
not like negative wind chill.
But see, they had a hole sitting over here, and all the jugs were locked up over here. They created their own hole.
They did. Smart Bison.
So, I kind of think, yeah... Ah! Fell through the ice.
I think this is where the water flows the most, and so it was able to stay easier to break through over here.
Yeah. Of course, you can see around the entire trough, there's a ring.
Yep. It's like kicking our
All right, so we're playing soccer with frozen poo.
Like you kick one, it's like throwing a rock. Seriously, kicking.
It's not really ball shaped.
Kicking a rock. Oh, it's really hard.
Yeah, that hurt?
Yeah.
That gives you a little bit of tenderness right there. These gloves. I had them last year. They are Swiss Tech gloves. And my hands aren't cold yet. My fingers are still dry. Although I'm not a firm, huge believer in this, I think what we're going to just empty out some of this and see if it floats higher up. Because the ice was just covered it. So maybe if we allow it to float higher up, it'll be a little bit better. Other positive, guys, despite being so cold, the water's on. It's actually coming through. So I know the water pipes aren't frozen. So that's good. And this is the furthest almost that you can get. Let's clean this guy off.
Nice skating rink.
These concrete troughs have done a pretty good job from our experience. You know, here in Texas, we don't get that cold. But I'm glad to see that there's enough volume of water that they don't freeze so quick. And that all the stuff underneath was still good. It's just that layer was frozen. So anyway, the buffalo are doing just fine. They've been doing little zoomies and running around. I don't know if they're gonna do that. They thought we had food and they were just going all berserk, but let's go visit the buffalo.
All right, there they are. Everyone's being chill and having a good time here in the cold weather. Looks like they're doing well on their insulation since the snow is just sitting on top of their fur. And Ahmed's been doing good without Bartok. I think having all these ladies to keep him company has definitely kept him busy, just having a good distraction.
Hey, girlfriends. These girlfriends are actually doing pretty good. It's nice to see. We actually haven't been giving them some cubes either as frequent, just for various reasons. But we're gonna try and work the buffalo this coming weekend, give them their vaccinations, worm them again just to make sure they're good. We are gonna sell, probably I'm gonna try and sell upwards of 10 cows. And the idea being we're just gonna try and trim the herd down to match the grass level that we have. Our grass capability is not as high, and this last summer when we planted a bunch of seed, it just didn't seem to take with no rain. And so, you know, you got to kind of look at your operation and say what's feasible, what's workable. I've been buying over 200 bales of hay every year for the last 3 years, and that's just not going to work. You'll go broke too fast. So we're going to isolate the cows that performed really well, their calves performed really well, that look really good, that seem to do really well on our property. And then there's some cows that just don't do as well, I guess. You know, the ones that you can kind of evaluate and say, okay, maybe not that one. I firmly believe that cows and animals will do good on certain places, and other places they just won't. You know, it can kind of be a very much an environmental thing. It's just one of those things where you find those animals, you selectively look at your herd, encourage the genetics that you like, the ones that perform best, and you kind of trim out. A number of the ones that we're going to be selling I kind of like, and I wouldn't want to get rid of, but the grass load from what we can produce here on our property isn't high enough to keep all the ones we want. None of these ladies are bad performers, I would say. We're just gonna have to make those executive decisions and keep the ones that we think will do the best and continue doing the best here. And there's a lot of factors with that. In fact, I was gonna do a video on it, kind of go through all of the stuff of how you select cow versus calf, and you know, what criteria you use. I came up with my own list. So if you're a geek like me in some ways, that might be coming down the road, you might like that. But anyway, let's check out the other animals, get these pigs and dogs sorted out as well. Buffalo are doing good on their feed, and all's looking good. All right, time to get buckets again, right? We've got buckets. The kids are over there with the pigs right now, actually the younger kids. We've got us old guys up here. Sandra's getting our water, and everything should be fine. So it's pretty cold. If you're wondering, the hose did not thaw. It still has some ice in it. And in fact, the prior bucket of the dogs is sitting right here, and it is getting there, but it's taking a while. So kind of like with this hose application, we just may have to wait a little bit longer. Tell you what, my shoes are slicker than snot on this. These boots have zero traction. Whoo, slick, 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 slick. Hey, oh, ooh. Almost lost that one, guys.
Step like this. Don't kick out from under you. Yep. And over.
All right, we got ice, huh, dog? Okay, get that sucker out of here.
Yep.
Which one is this one?
Harriet.
This is Harriet?
Yep.
You want to go in there and pet your little bacon and bits?
You push them out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, we can start with hog ready. Actually, that's what we did yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, dog, bring it over here. Let's get hog ready.
All right, take your shot.
It's now frozen even more. So yesterday it was pretty good. All right, just toss it down inside. Ooh, whoa, shnikey. Hagrid, you're doing so nice. Yeah, pet you.
They have red noses.
Pretty solid pig, dude. Holy crap, Ariana is huge.
That's Ariana, yeah.
Ariana's on there. Harriet's close.
All right, so just explain this again. Hagrid got out twice, and the females, well, they crossed over, right? They intermingled at certain times. Apparently the first time it was Ariana. I thought Ariana was the last one to get back into heat because she was nursing, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But she's not far behind. So apparently Ariana was the one that was bred first.
It looks like it because she is huge.
And then Harriet. Wow, she is seriously huge. All right, we're gonna have to look into this and see what we can do to kind of help her out a little bit. Like I said, this is gonna get warmer, right? So this is just the next another couple days here with this. But wow, I didn't realize when I said that she was pretty wide last time. She's a big girl. Was legit, she was pretty big. Get your fill, little guy, get your fill. Oh, here comes Ariana. Which one's nicer, Bug? Harriet or Ariana?
Really? Ariana?
Yes.
I prefer Harriet.
Okay, we got a split decision here. This is like sort them into their houses, right? Okay, Pumpkin, you like Ariana? And Bug likes Harriet. Oh, she's gonna be coming.
Deep grunt.
It's funny how they go to the small one when the big one's sitting right here. There's nothing in the bowl, like. Looks like Harriet's a little bit more dominant there, girlfriend. Are you just picking on a girl that's a little bit pregnant there? It's kind of cheap, you know. You're pregnant too. Finally got Harriet away. She's been a little bit more aggressive. Refilled this water for bits. And Bacon's over here. So we're kind of thinking that with Ariana being so close and Harriet and just doesn't seem to have patience for her too much. So it was told to us once, two mothers don't farrow next to each other. The first time we did it, they actually did, and it actually didn't work out bad at all. But this one, we're seeing a little bit more aggression between the two. So this next week, after we kind of thaw out a little bit, I think we're gonna have to try and do something to separate some pens. You know, we're gonna give that some thought to see how we can do this. Maybe we just separate this one in half, whatever it ends up being. Let's see if she'll come over.
See it? You like it? You want it?
There she goes. Good job, Ariana.
You're on your bus. You're on.
All right, guys, day 2 of the total freeze. I wanted to give you an update on these jugs, see if they're working very well, and if they're not, just kind of see, well, is it valuable or not? So we came back here, and one of the problems, I will just say before I show you, we have a little float in there, and it floats with the water, and sometimes if it freezes, it pushes the float down, and then it keeps flowing water because the float isn't pulling up on the little lever thing. So I think that's what's happened here. You can see that the float is completely submerged, which means it's probably not high enough. I don't know, like water just kept coming along.
It's still coming.
Oh, is it still coming, Bug?
Yep.
Yep, you can see it's still coming. So we've got to turn that off. You can see the jug. It didn't do it, right? So I think the whole intent and purpose of this was that it could push it down and still get water. It didn't. And you know, the problem I've always seen is if you push it down, it doesn't come right back up where it was supposed to be. And then that freezes, and then the jug is stuck under the ice, and it doesn't make a difference. Would I call this a success, a proven theory, or just kind of blah? Yeah.
It obviously couldn't handle the really cold weather.
Yeah, so it got down, it was a 1 degree with wind chill, but it was 15 degrees otherwise, I think, for the low. And I kind of think it's a waste of my time. Even otherwise, like you saw the first time, the buffalo are just gonna make a hole themselves, but this freezing like it is, they just couldn't keep up with it. All right, Mari, let's crack this sucker.
Right on the other side.
Ouch.
Yeah, he did, I think.
Keep going.
You got the overflowing part?
We're gonna have to try and free up this ball here. Ah, my eyes. In the meantime, the buffalo are just cold weather. They still have plenty of hay. Their metabolism has dropped. We've noticed that they're not consuming as much hay as fast. Once this freeze is over with, we're gonna have to examine how much hay we have left and how much our consumption is to make sure we can finish the rest of this winter time. It's pretty thick ice, guys.
Oh, found another jug.
Oh, there's the other one. Well, gloves came in handy, cleared out the ice. This is like a good 1.5 inches thick. And this stuff is stout. It's good to see that they're not all swarming us, you know.
Yeah. She's thirsty. She's winning.
Just a few thirsty ones. Moving on to pigs. We had a frozen faucet before, guys. We're gonna see if this works. Haha! The amazing power of the sun, guys. This might be really good because we can bring the hose out, start filling out here, and pigs are fine. Let's go check out pigs and hogwarts. Bacon and Bits, you're waiting for us. Over here, yep. And then Harriet and Ariana are waiting as well. They've been digging some burrows, probably getting to some warmer earth. Hagrid is digging himself to China, but yeah, doing good. So we're just gonna fill up their water. So guys, I'm not gonna drag you through all this all over again. This is the last day of really the freezes, so we'll have one more freeze tonight. I think the high will be 15. I'm not sure what the wind chill will be. And then it's gonna be mid-40s tomorrow. So by the time we hit 11 o'clock, maybe noon, we'll be above freezing and climbing, and it should be sunny. So I would say so far everything's looking good with the trough running the way it was over there with the buffalo. We obviously know that the piping has been fine. So all the stuff my wife did was fine. I think this is a success. So this is our winter. It'll get cold here and there, but I don't think we'll have another freeze like this year. We'll catch you next time. See you at Blackacre Ranch. Bye.